there we have it. Another Wednesday evening and another full-on show coming up for you. Plenty to talk about. Yes, we're looking back at Ruimsig that happened last week on Thursday. And then we've got the Challenge 500 coming up. And then other talking points like Hansie's on the show with us to talk about the Jock that he managed to win. And as always, trivia and questions to keep you guys entertained. Well, here we are. Plenty to talk about. And let us get our guests straight on. There we are, everybody. Hello, welcome. As you know, Fricky is on that side. Yes, Johnny is on that side. Yeah, this is tough. Hansie, this side. Yes. No. And Jason.
This side.
No.
Right.
Falsy.
Times two.
Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They are there. You can see them. We can see them. And we're all happy. I hope everybody can hear everybody. So let me just put this chat line here so you can all just shout if there's a problem. What's a neon? Hello, ducks. Neon, what does the neon mean? I hope it's not a bad thing. Everybody, let's say hello. Let's make sure.
Goeiemiddag, mense.
How are you, Fricky?
Hello.
And it's Jason.
Good evening.
Yes.
Infidels.
Yes. Okay. I said, Fricky, how are you doing?
Lekker you, Mazza.
Are you ready for Friday?
I are very ready. Looking forward to this. I know I've got some competition. Daniel already said to me that I'm going to get second place, and that means that you're going to get first place after your performance this week, eh?
I tell you, if I can only do that again, I'll be very happy. Let me tell you about my performance this week. I got a lucky invite from Supersports to play at the BMW Cup at event at Copperleaf. Played in the B division, which is 12.5 and upwards. Got to the driving range, or got to the course, and it was hammering down with rain, and I thought, oh, fantastic, this is not even going to happen. You couldn't even see the golf course. Then eventually I cleared out, went to the driving range, took a couple of slow swings with the big jackets on, and every time I hit the golf ball, it just was like, pew, which is fantastic. So I thought, yay, okay, well, that's not too bad. Got to the first tee, and from then, for 18 holes, every time I hit the golf ball, I flushed it. I can't remember the last time that happened, because normally it's all over the place. So I can only hope I can find that similar form over 36 holes, because it will be interesting how much I can improve on it. But yes, everything went well. And somehow, on -1 only, 37 points, managed to top the B division and take the invite to the Nationals. So yeah, for a change, something went my way. So there I am. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Luckily, no Duckhookers there, because otherwise it would have been a -3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. And even the A division guys -2. But I think we played with 95%. But still. And all the bunkers were out of play because of they weren't consistent because some had water in them. So even with all the bunkers out of play, it still played difficult. All right. Enough about me. Thank you very much, Jason. Mr. Killarney, thank you for joining us. We all know why Jason's here with us. How you been?
Well, I'm good, very busy. Obviously, we're doing a lot of little developments at the club and looking forward to hosting you guys on Friday for your Duckhook 500. Mazza, just one thing about you, about winning the BMW. Just remember, when people ask you what you drive, you have to say BMW, all right? You've got to be a Durban Indian at this point and say, hey, BMW, white one with the spoiler and the mag. So you have to do that. Otherwise, you can't tell them you drive a Renault or a Peugeot or, one of those French cars that your wife chose.
American Chevrolet. No, they're off those BMWs. Now it's the X6s and stuff. The stuff that we need to sell our souls for to be able to afford. Hansie, the champion of the Jock of the Bushveld. Who did jy dit gedoen?
Well, Mazia, the one that I actually won was only the Friday competition itself. So each day there's different competitions. So same like what you did now with your rounded copper, I did the same on the Friday. Everything just went straight greens and regulations all the time. The putter worked nice. So, then managed to shoot the 41 points from my 11 handicap on the Friday.
Well done. No, I thought you were the overall winner.
No. It was only the winner for the Friday tournament.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for coming. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Just go to the
sign.
bottom left window. It's Jason on the bottom left, bottom right, whatever. Other.
Let me say hello to all the ducks that are watching. Thanks for watching, boys. It's always much appreciated that you do join us. Makes the work worth it. Van Lebowski's double post. I'm not sure what he's on about, unless somebody else said something. Louis Jensen, good evening all. Golfers out there. Ian, kan nie wag nie. Neither can ek. Leon, ek ook nie. Oh, there we go, Leon. Nee. Alan says, how's it? Vickers, happy birthday for yes, whenever it was. Barry Fenter and Leon Oosthuizen. Yes, so if you didn't see, when we get to Killarney, we're going to stroke our own holes from like how difficult it is. It doesn't matter that it's odds or evens, and we'll see what we come up with. And that will be our preview to Killarney. But let's start off with what's coming up. Yes, June is a new month, so Huddle Park is on the 28th for Sunday Series 2. And then we have June. Hold on.
Hello, Ma.
Bye-bye. June.
Hello, Quibus. How are you, Quibus?
Yeah, June. 11th of June, we're off. Reading, that's going to be nice. It's into the winter swing of things. Thursday series, Pretoria Country Club, the 22nd of June. That should be interesting. And then Sunday Series 2 at Centurion. That's always a popular venue on the Duckhook calendar. And that is what June looks like. And then, as we know, this is what's coming up on Friday. It's the Challenge 500. Yes, and there's plenty to play for. It's going to be a lacquer day out at Killarney, and the test will be there. As long as we remember, they'll be playing off blue tees first, and then the normal club tees second. Gentlemen, this is what happens. This is why some of us you need to consider when playing these type of tournaments.
Just thinking, did you know that if you just don't feed your family for a whole month, you could afford the TaylorMade Stealth 2 driver?
It's true.
That's awesome.
That's all you have to do. Don't feed your family for a while, and you can play the Duckhook events. Then we're all happy. All right.
That's awesome.
Let's go straight into which golf course is this? Good luck. I had to Google quite well and frame this up nicely. Any idea which golf course it is? And it's in relation to relation of relation.
Man, so you must soek your life word.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
No, it's definitely not. It's not a coastal course.
no, that's for sure, because it's dry. Any guesses on the chat line where we are? Donnie, any idea?
Yeah, it's like I'm going to say Blair Athol.
No, okay, I can tell you straight away that is incorrect.
Is it Joburg, right?
No, it's not Joburg.
Oh.
Give us a few hints.
I'm thinking maybe copper, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't see enough.
No,
Kameeldoring.
maybe.
Dit kan ook wees.
Could be. It could be CMR, but it's not CMR. There's no mine dump around there. Well, there's almost, but it looks like a little tiny town. Okay, we'll come back to this. Jason, any idea?
Well, give us a hint on like close to like a monument or something.
I can't. Can't.
Wow.
It's close to houses, Jason.
It's close to the Foot Tracker Monument, but also very far.
Also very far. Okay, and then let's get straight into Ruimsig. Okay, so we had the Thursday series. That has happened. This is what the top 10 look like. Jason Ivins coming out with another victory. He likes to try and win one. So one event every season. So he's done it 1 year. -5, 41 points. Kevin O, good round. He went missing for about a month, but now he's back in form on -3. Vickers Alberts, -2 after having him on the show last week and saying that he'd probably need to shoot a -3 to have any chance of winning with the odds that we showed. And there you go, -2. So well played, Vickers. Unlucky that you didn't come out on top. Grant Nell, Jean de Tour, and Mikhail Bossov, and Nico Rutz. Nico's playing very steady every time he's in the top 10. Leon West hasn't played with me. He could have easily won this thing if he could only putt, because he's absolutely hopeless. The amount of putts within, like, I don't know, putter length that he missed. So if that comes right at the Challenge 500, I can tell you one thing, that he has got a very good chance. Edu Kotze, the April leader of the Thursday series, there, +2, another top 10ers. And then our friend Hannes Hamman, all the way from New Zealand, coming also in the top 10, just to show him that he's still, this is what Jason's scorecard looked like. Let's have a look at it. I'm not sure what side he started on, but there we go.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, Mazo. I must say the 2 birdies. If I quickly look at the holes, that is definitely with his driving. That's definitely gettable for him. Unfortunately, with that 2 bogeys on the second line, however, still 20 points. I think he played over 8 handicap or so. So, yeah, still very good goal for him, eh?
An 8.
I think it was an 8. I think.
Jason Ivan's off an 8. No. Listen, I know I don't play in many Duckhook events, but I see the score is like solid. Just the day. They call the Duckhook police, please. Get service and call all the serious guys involved, because I put an 8 around that flag near Marie. An 8. Means he's only
Jason, Jason was bad for a couple of rounds. I mean, that's legit. So everything is good. Well done, Jason Ivans, with your.
Jason Ivans. But what are you doing for the rest of the year in Better Ball tournament? I'm keen. I'm available.
But you know how Jason is. He's either hot or he's not hot. You know, and everything was working. He just said he found all the fairways, so that helps.
Yeah, I must say, knowing Jason's game as well. That back 9 where he shot 2 over, I think he also had a couple of birdie chances there, so that could have been a completely different story, you know, knowing his game as well. So,
listen, Jason's a great player, and I'm not mocking him about his handicap. He's a great player, and obviously we go through ups and downs in terms of handicaps and golf and that, but fantastic round. Obviously the handicap should be now a 6.
Yeah, at least. Sorry, Jason. You know, if you go over 40 points, you're going to struggle.
We got to.
Okay, I'm going to show you what happened to the top 5. I caught you up with them.
Yes, I hope you got that. Thanks, Mas. That's the new Cleveland putter in the hands.
Tell us about the new Cleveland putter.
No, it's amazing. Soft feel, rolls amazing, rolls on line, off-center hits. Face is designed to give you that straight roll, that consistency and distance control as well. There's multiple different heads, multiple different styles. Please go check them out. They're awesome. This is the number 11, which is the fork, the HB mold. You can see the face fully mold.
What does that help?
Just consistency. Doesn't matter where you hit it. It just allows the ball to roll more consistently throughout the face. Yeah. So the grooves will grab the ball in a particular way and just put the correct spin on the ball. Yeah, they're beautiful. Check them out. I check the alignment as well on these putters. Got the new alignment on. The white line on the black painting. Super easy to line them up. This is the face balance putter, obviously for your straight to back, straight to through guys. Yeah, go check these out.
Yeah, well done, Jace.
A bit nervous coming down the last few holes. I haven't been in this position for quite a long time. But yeah, no, great. I mean, it's just very nice feeling again to be in the winner's circle.
Tell us about your game.
Yeah, well, look, today was just driving. I drove so well today, most of the time 300 down the middle. And from there, it's a much easier game kind of thing. I did have a few 3-putts, but yeah, much better. I mean, I haven't been playing too well recently, and today was just ball striking was brilliant. So yeah, and then into a major. I haven't been into a major for so long now. It's actually going to be quite exciting to get back there. And I'd like to thank my playing partners. It was really enjoyable out there with Russell, Paul and my dad. We had good fun. And thanks to Shrixon for sponsoring. Yeah.
Nice finish here at Ruimsig, second place finish. How'd it go?
Yeah, no, it went well the second line. Turned with 16 points and then came back with 23 points. Was 1 over gross, so it was a good round. Putting saved me quite a bit. So I had some long 1-putts just to get a point, yeah, so it helped out. So another half a season to go, so hopefully can still keep up there. I think I should be around about 5th, 6th now, but we'll see.
Yeah, it was actually a very good day. Hit the ball very well today off the tee box. I played a hybrid all day. Of course, didn't play long for me, but it was in play. Yeah, I turned, I think it was -3, and I saw I was up there, tried to hang into there, but unfortunately on the back 9 I just made 2 bad mistakes and dropped out. But it was a good day, I loved it. Course was very good. It is a lot more narrow than you think. The greens was running pretty well. It was really good. The course was good.
Yeah, the golf was at least starting to get up a bit. Could have been a lot better today. My phone wasn't that busy, and also with the wind conditions. Yes, the wind was lucky, so it made the course quite tough, and even the rough, I must say, wasn't easy out of the rough.
Driver was on, but the putting, it was a disaster, to be honest. On the one par 5, went for birdie and ended with a bogey. So yeah, no, the putter was not my friend, it was actually my worst enemy. But I enjoyed the day, the course was in good nick. Couldn't ask for anything better. The greens were nice and slick. They started slow this morning due to the dew factor. But as soon as the sun started baking them, they speeded up quite nicely. I'm getting there with a bit of form, but yeah, we'll see. Next week, Friday's Challenge 500, so I'm looking forward to that.
So there we have it, yes. There we have it. Well done to everybody. Let's go through the stuff that happens with Ruimsig. Here's the pin winners, everybody.
Lekker, mense. Ja, so we've got a bar and Knutse there, taking 2 of them. The par 3 5th, Golfer 8 sponsored. And then, I don't know if the bar is really going to use that one, but the Golf Concepts voucher, can I say, swing analysis. And then the third one, Patrick Burnt, I think, par 3 17th for the Swixen hamper, yeah.
Tricky, you know what's going to happen with Barend and that Concepts voucher?
Yeah.
I'm going to change his clubs completely.
Why not?
You want the milkshakes now, eh?
I thought you were going to say you're going to sell it, but that's all right.
Donnie, I didn't lose a ball on Tuesday, yesterday, just to let you know.
Yay.
Didn't lose it at all. Kept my ball the entire round.
Nice.
So, which is great.
That is good, considering there was also water in some of the bunkers. So that's it's easily.
No,
I'm just a bit disappointed that it's a Callaway.
No, Donnie's slow here because it's a simulator. It's like saying he hasn't lost the ball. It's a simulator.
No, but I'm giving you good.
The glove looked a bit.
Yeah, the glove looked a little tattered. Okay, 4-Ball Alliance. Johannes, Jeandre, Deerwald, and Steve took it only on 88 points. A lot of 5, a couple of 7s, 2 and 2 3s. So they were the winning 4-ball on the day. Well done to those gentlemen. And then let's to put it in context, this is what the rest looked like. 85, 85, 85. Oh, sorry, 84, 84, 84. 3 teams start in second. So as you can see, a not easy scoring day there, lads.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually thought that normally, I mean, the last time we really played there, I mean, Johannes obviously had a -12 at some point. I think the year that me and Donnie drew against Kevin and Nevi, the winner was about -6 or so. So, yeah, it's...
Yeah, the wind condition was quite tough, I would definitely say, in the back nine. The wind factor was definitely there.
Okay. What does it all mean? This is what the Thursday series stands. Edwards actually pulled out a little bit of a lead, 2 shots. He stays at number 1. He's got a lot of little ones in his bubbles there. Vickers Alberts is now 2 points back. He's moved up from 6th to 2nd. Jamie Sherry stays where he was on 3rd, 140 points, 3 shots back. Borrent and Kevin are tied 139, another shot back. Ian Holzhausen, Jeandre de Toy, Gerard Gerber, Peter Prinsloo falls from 6th to 9th. Leon stays at 10-10. So, that's what it looks like going into what you could say is halfway through the season, because next one is June, and then we end it all in November. So, lots to look forward to. Awesome. I wanted to go back to some quiz stuff for you. Here's a question. Which is the only golf course that Robert Trent Jones designed in South Africa?
Killarney Country Club.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
You'd be right. So I got that question just for you, Jason.
There we go.
Just for you, Jason. Well done.
First kid. At least I was the first to answer.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you knew the answer. It would have been a bit like, you didn't know the answer.
I did a bit of research, don't worry. I did do a bit of research for the interview.
Yeah, exactly. You chat GPT'd it. Give me the history of Killarney Golf Club.
1903, boys, 1903. 120 years this year.
And I read something, it was like the Automobile Association, what at first?
Yeah, it was Transvaal Automobile Club. So it was TAC to start. Obviously in 1903, that's when it originated. And obviously, you know, apartheid days and different religion days. Killarney got formed in probably I think it was the 50s or 60s. So yeah, so we moved from our original position to where we are today. We're busy building a few new add-ons to the club, and hope to give the heritage of 1903 its rightful place in terms of how we're going to move forward.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Hansie, let's bring you in the conversation. You've been sitting there waiting patiently. The Jock, you did say that you won on Friday, but this is what happens. This is everything. Oh, there's your trophy.
Yeah, man, so like you guys can see that the Jock is a whole week full of golf, but you don't need to play for the entire week. Mm-hmm. If you only want to come through, play the Friday, Saturday, you only enter for the Friday or the Saturday. But the Jock tournament itself actually runs from the Wednesday to the Saturday. And then from there, they take 3 of your best 4 scores. And that's how they determine the overall winner of the Jock.
Okay. So how many of these days did you play?
Well, we played from Wednesday through to Saturday.
Every day. Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. Had the one bad round on Thursday when with a bit of a bubble loss, but the other days was great fun. So yeah, and no, thanks to after the win, they decided, okay, listen, you got too many points, so we cup you with that little snip there, and had to lose 5 shots for the Saturday.
And you still won.
No, the Saturday I only made 32 points. So
I see. Oh, that's still okay.
What?
Yeah.
You get cut 5-6 shots, you make 30 points.
Exactly.
What?
All right. So when
so basically, how the Jock works is that they say, okay, you start off with your club handicap, what your handicap is on the day, and then if you don't have an official handicap, your handicap is higher than 22 for gents, you start off with maximum 22, ladies maximum 28. And then from there, you play your round. It's medal stable fit. Par, you get 2 points. Bogey, 1 point. Double bogey, you pick up. And then you just count your points that you made on the day, add that to your handicap, and then that's how you get your points for the day.
Okay.
Okay.
There you are winning your, what is that?
Yeah, that was
pressure cooker?
Pressure cooker. Pressure cooker, yeah.
Oh, mooi. With the breakers next to you?
Yeah, the guys from I know.
I've met him. He's a bit of a breaker. Jock, the Rudolph also won something. I don't know.
Yeah, Rudolph was in the.
He's going to use it as a smoothie thing.
Yeah, no, that was it? I can't even remember what it is. But yeah, no, he came third on the B division for that Friday as well.
Okay, so the Ducks are representing.
Yeah, no, it is. Basically, if you look at the Ducks that was there, it's me, Rudolph, and then obviously the 2 ladies, and then Vickers Lee as well.
Oh, okay, lekker. And then I just want to show you this photo. Here's the bastard with my toaster. Thanks a lot. This is a toaster I didn't win. He's got it.
No, he had it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, if more Ducks wants to join for next year, like I said, they can definitely just give me a shout, and I'll be able to give them more information. Obviously, the bigger crowd it is, the greater the fun is. If you look at it, it's full fields from the morning, 6:50 is the first tee off time.
Yep.
And then the last guys only go around about 1 o'clock. So
you got to send us when it is soon. Maybe I can
it
not
should
put
be,
a Thursday series through it.
Yeah, and if all goes well the way it does normally, it's around about the 2nd week in May.
Okay. Yeah, middle of the month. Well, there we go. Let's just jump back to this. What course is this? It's not Marble Hole, because Marble Hole's only 9 holes, Leon.
Yep.
It's not Groblersdal. I think I said that. So what do you think?
I have no idea.
Donnie, you got it right.
Who?
Donnie.
Camille Doring.
Camille Doring is correct.
Oh, you see.
Camille Doring, well done.
Camille Doring.
Yes, Camille Doring. So now you know. I could have done any golf course, but I decided to choose Camille Doring because that is where the Limpopo series is this Saturday. So for those guys who are going to mission up all the way from the Challenge 500 to go play Limpopo, Peter Prince was eyeing out another victory because there's 6 people playing. So he's hoping for that. See how that goes. So good luck. Okay, let's get straight into... hold on. I had another video that I can play for you. Guys, where would you want to play? Where would you go on holiday which has golf involved? Anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But as long as your hotel room looks like this. How nice is that?
Lekker.
Hotel room with its own driving range, thingamabobby.
That's awesome.
Yes, of course.
It's a great idea for my new office. Thanks,
Oh, just whack out a door there and you're fine. You're perfect. Okay, let's talk about Challenge 500. I'm sure the guys are eagerly waiting to see what it's all about. Coming, the guys who are playing, old and new, the past winners, as you will see. 2014 it started, so this is actually the 10th edition. Can you believe it, boys? 10th edition of the Challenge 500. 2014, we got crooked by Neil Jane. 2015, we got crooked again by Peter Truscott.
100%.
Right, if we remember that. So for the Ducks who don't know those two, yeah, they saw us coming. 2016, Kevin Ho at Rand Park. Fricky, then you crooked us again. Fricky, shooting like minus 16 or something.
Kyk man, it was minus 11 there, and I got crooked apparently on that one as well.
Yeah,
3 blind mice.
Minus
there
11.
We go.
Ruben also shot, I think, like a minus 11.
Yeah, correct.
Or I still say Rand Park is a magic course. If these oaks, that's basically you're going minus 6, or minus 6, minus 5, both on each course. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Alan Lowe at Royal Joburg timed that victory to perfection. 2020, Donna Perimal at Country Club. That was the only time we would get there, and I don't think we'll ever get back because they just cannot accommodate groups on a Friday. 2021, Richard Stewart at Eagle Canyon, and 2022, Godfrey Watermeyer at Ruimsig. That was the last edition of what we have. What are we playing for, everybody? Well, somebody's going to take home this check of 3,000 voucher, or Pro Shop voucher, or Duckhook credits. So let's see who that's going to be. And I may add that you also get an entry into the Open if you win this. Right?
Okay, lekker.
Yeah, you've got to. And the ranking points stay what they were normally advertised at. Because I think it's 750. Because let's put it this way, you are kind of paying for some ranking points, if you know what I mean. So if you don't enter, you're just going to miss out.
Exactly. I want the ranking points, Mazza.
Yes, 100%. Okay, I'm going to go through the pins. So this is what's going to happen. The AM pins are going to go out. It's going to be the par 3 4th. Right, the par 4 9th is going to be the closest in 2. And then the par 3 14th. Is going to be the second closest to the pin. I think that par 4 9th is going to be the person who actually hits the best shot of the day. Is going to be closest in 2. What do we think, gents?
Yeah, I think it's going to be lekker. Gerard, yeah. I think especially that par 4 9th. I mean, it's going to be pretty close to get to the water for some of the guys with the driver. So, you know, if I know Donnie, he's probably going to pull out his driver and going to put it next to the water and then have a little chip in.
Well, if you know Jason, you know he's going to put the tee box on Friday.
All right.
Jason, don't forget.
Right at the back.
Jason, don't forget we're playing off the blues as well, AJ.
Pardon?
Don't forget we play the first round of the blues.
That's fine. I can stick the blues right in front of the whites. I can, I can put the blues behind the whites.
No, you got to make it easy. That's the point.
Let's see what you come up with. No, listen, the 9th is a very tough hole. Obviously, you've got to sling it around the corner. I've asked my groundsman to really cut the trees back on the left, which he tells me no, he can't do just yet. So you're going to have to hit a slinger. So Mazza, unfortunately, you're going to have to try and just hold on to one and just like try and hit one a little bit like 10 meters left to right. To get into play, and then obviously the second shot is it's intimidating. It's off a downhill, a few little slopes on that fairway, and water on the right with the swans and all the rest of it. So it is intimidating hole. It's not a stroke 1, stroke 2 for nothing. It's one of the toughest holes in the course and worthy of a closest for 2. I don't think you're going to get. I think if you get 5 people hitting the green in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, you've done well. So you've really limited in terms of your closest to the pins. I might have stuck it on 18 just for a bit of more visual hiss and all the rest of it. But
that's on the AM. There's not going to be anyone. So the PM, did I put 18? No, I put on the 11th on the PM. So because we always put it on the 18th, you see, when we play series games. Par 3, this is the PM. So Jason's going to go out and replace these. Par 3 6. Then the par 4 11th will be the closest in 2, the little par 4. And then the par 3 17th will be the closest, the third of the par 3s in the PM. So look out for them. The guys who are teeing off last, which is Fricky and just that guy. Donnie, you guys must bring the pins in. Let's have a look at the field currently. This is what it looks like. We're starting at 7 o'clock. Graham de Villiers, Glenn Williams, Ashley Herman, and Vaughan Williams. They'll take us away. And then the second round, then they'll probably have like half an hour, if all goes to plan, to have a lunch, have a beer, and then go off and tee off again. Yes, you are seeing correctly. There is a green match play game there because Richard and Peter have agreed with Carl and Lukey to play their match play game. I said I don't care how it gets played. I don't care what you do. As long as you guys are happy with how you do it, what tees you play off, if you want to play off blue or white. Obviously, the handicaps are going to be a bit different. If you want to play off the white of your actual handicap, then you need to contact Ryan and get your actual handicaps and keep a side game scorecard and just let me know who wins because that's all that matters is the result. Just going back to this, Frikkie Bana, there you are at the end. Nico Roots, Donnie Geldenhuys, and Ian Holtzhausen. So I've got a spot there with Gary Mansfield, George Robenheimer, and Chris Sadie. George has played once with us before, and Chris Sadie is his friend, and he's joining us for the first time. So, yeah, not a bad field. What I had said before, let's just go back to the chat line and see somebody that says, I predict the winner coming from Maz's 4-ball. So that's Grant, Gerard, Martin, or myself. Well, you got, how many 4-balls are there? 7. So you go 1 in 7 odds of that happening. So let's see. If it was a 4-ball alliance, I think we might be there. But let me just put this back up for you. If you didn't see Gerard Gerber's handicap, is 0.
What?
Exactly. I also said that to Ryan when I saw this. I said, Gerard Gerber's handicap is 0. Good luck, because when he complains, I'm sending him straight to you. I've got nothing to do with it. No. Jason, how's the greens running?
Mezzo, they're awesome. And just a question to the guys that are on the obviously on the chat line. What do they think the winning score is going to be for 36 holes around Killarney? I think let's do a poll there. The guys the guy that gets the closest, I'll give a free 2-ball to as a voucher for the guys to come and play. So let's have a few answers there. My guess will be the lowest I say is -2. I don't think the guys will get better than that.
I think you're wrong.
In 36 holes.
36 holes.
36 holes.
Listen, I think Jason's going to put that pins on very tricky stuff. So I want to go with him now.
I think the guys need to know that I've actually moved down to the golf office and taking over golf as of yesterday. So good luck on Friday, boys. Good luck on Friday. The greens are good. I mean, we weren't rated the top Gauteng course for greens in the country for nothing. We were number 9 in the country, behind the likes of Pinnacle, Fan Court, and the rest. So my greenkeeper really he loves his greens, and that's what he lives for. They're good. They're not going to be as quick as maybe in past years. I think they're probably going to run at about 9. So the guys can still give it a go, but they're decent. They're great. Course is in fantastic condition. I said to the GM of Bryanston today, I think we're in the top 3 in Gauteng of condition of golf courses right now. And yes, I might sound biased, but boys, it's you've got to be biased when you've got such a fantastic product. And I really just hope that the Duckhook guys come and play outside of Duckhook events. Anytime you guys want a game, please just talk to me and I'll organise and give you a better rate. But yeah, the course is great. You can't fault it, and I think you guys are going to have a great day on Friday.
You did a great job by saying you get a free 2-ball because everybody's giving a... Now we can see who actually watches the show because the comments are all coming through. Yes.
We have so many viewers.
The question was, Jason said, what do you think the winning score is going to be after 36 holes? And the winner will get a 2-ball voucher. So get your answers in there. And I'm leaving it for the guys who are watching because you guys deserve the prize. I'm not going to extend it to anyone else. Yes. So unless somebody's watching the repeat a bit later and they comment on the comments thing with a score, then maybe, because at least you've watched it, because I have mentioned that I notice a lot of guys watch it on YouTube afterwards, like 50 odd, whether they're our players or not. What we decided to do, now that we've got a bit of a lowdown, so Hansie, what was your winning score? Plus?
I said -6.
Yeah, I think it could be closer to -8. That would be my prediction.
Look at that grin on Jason's face, huh?
Donnie, what do you think?
No, considering that grin.
But I think we've got the Blues, guys.
No, but listen, I mean, I hope it is, Meza. And one thing about Killarney is that the comments that I've got from a lot of people is that it's a tough course. So I'm trying to get the guys to especially on my team, to really just make it a fair course. You know, you don't have to make a course tough to be a great course. You've got to make it fair for everybody, every level. So if it's -8, then the team are listening. The team are doing the right job. But you know, I can't break 25 points around there at the moment of 10. So you know, I really think. I mean, my club champion was 8 over par for two rounds. My club champion was 8 over par for 2 rounds. Yes, off the tips, but not really off the tips. So I'm gonna have a look at I'll have a look on Friday morning. I'll leave the guys to do the blue themselves on Friday, but I might tweak the white in the afternoon because while I'm there, I can do that.
I think with the blues, we'll get somebody coming in at -5 because I'll just nail it, and then there's only 3 extra shots somewhere. So maybe we'll see. Okay, what I wanted to say is I have another question for you. Here's another trivia question. I've got them coming out of everywhere. How many golf courses are there in the world according to the RNA? Now, when I took this, it might be off by 10 golf courses or so, but it's the biggest scheme of guessing. So if you want to guess for that one as well, Jason will give you a membership at Killarney if you get the exact number for a year.
No, I will. But I think if you can phone a friend, phone Jacob Zuma right now, and he might give you the right answer.
1,250,000.
I'm going to leave that. Don't Google it. If you get it, you've Googled it, so it doesn't count. So you're not going to get a membership anyway.
T's and C's apply. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how some of the guys operate here. You'll see it. They'll get it to the number. Boom. And I'll be like, yo, whatever, guy. Vadner says 25,675. Yeah, it's not a bad guess. Okay, so what we said we're going to do is we're going to quickly go through this. We don't have all day. And we're going to rank the holes with us, and you're welcome to do it, is to see what is the hardest hole and what is it not. So this is going to be confusing because, like, the first hole, I'm going to go around, I'm going to say, what stroke should the first hole be in context to all the other holes? So you've got to remember where your hardest and your easiest hole is. So I'm going to start. I'll say the par 4 first. I'm going to go with like stroke 15. Go, Fricky.
13 for me.
Johnny.
18.
Hansie.
14.
Do we ask Jason?
No, you have to. I think it's about 13, 14. So I'll go 13 with Fricky. Definitely, okay. Donnie is definitely not an 18, but not where I'm putting your T-bottom.
Okay, so we kind of 4 out of the 5 are kind of on the same page. Let's go par 4 second. That short little one. You cannot go left, and a lot of guys run out of fairway. It's not the hardest, but the approach you kind of have to hit the green. If you go in the bunkers, it could be tricky. So I'm going to go with about a stroke 12.
Mine should be a 10.
17 for me.
17.
I'm also thinking 17.
Okay. Jason?
For me, 16.
15. Okay.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Right. I think the par 3 third is a very difficult hole because if you don't hit a good drive, it's very difficult.
It's a very difficult par 3. It's 420 meters. So
no, sorry. The third par 4. So I think this should be closer to a stroke 3, 2 or 3. I'm going to go with stroke 3.
I'm happy with a 7.
I'm going 13.
I'm also going 7.
Yeah, I'll go stroke 5.
Okay, so we're kind of on the same page. Let's go to the next. Oh, sorry, there was a par 3 there. Let's just go back to that. I find it a very difficult par 3. Par 3s are normally stroked high, but I'm going to go a stroke 7 for this par 3.
Okay, now mine is a 5.
Stroke 3.
No.
I've got an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm stroke 6, somewhere around there.
Nice. So we can see that we're on the same page. So we can go around and stroke courses, man. Easy. The par 5, I think in real life, this is a stroke 18. I don't think it should be a stroke 18 because that second shot, also, if you don't find the fairway, you're not going to really get there in 2, and you can't really miss because that dam is a ball magnet. So I'm going to go closer to a stroke 10 for this par 5.
I'm a 16 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got it down as a 13.
Yeah, sort of mine is like sort of 11 thereabout.
Yeah, Mezzo, if you're a long hitter, you can get down to the flag, but for the average golfer, for me, it's about a 14.
Cool. This par 3, not too difficult. Maybe I would make this my stroke 17.
Yeah, I've got it.
Which hole is that? That's 7. Mine is a stroke 3. Definitely a stroke 3.
It's the par 3.
Par 3.
Par 3.
60 gaat, Frikkie.
Par 3, Frikkie.
That simple little one with the tree in front of it.
Yeah. So stroke 3 definitely on that one.
Shit.
It's the same as the...
Okay. Mine is 16.
Yeah, I've got it as an 18.
Yeah, I would go probably 13. You got to take all the handicaps all the players involved, like your ladies, your juniors, your seniors. That big tree in the middle of the fairway, I need to cut it. So for me, it's still quite a tough hole. So I'll go stroke 12.
Sorry, guys, mine's actually a 15. Sorry, I'm a hole behind.
Yeah.
Actually. Par 4, 7th. This I find it also a tricky hole because of the second shot. If you don't bang a drive down there, you've probably got a 6-5 iron to the green. So I'm going to go probably around a stroke 4.
I've got mine at a 3.
Mine's a 5.
Yeah, I've also got a 4.
This used to be a stroke 1, didn't it?
Yeah, back in the day, it was quite a more tougher hole. I mean, don't hit it right. There's a beehive in one of the trees there. So just make sure you just slap hook and left. Be sweet. But stroke 3 for me.
Okay. Then the par 4, 8th. Pretty simple. I'm going to go with a stroke, 16 here.
I think to me it's that straightforward. I think I'll keep it as an 8.
Okay, not so straightforward.
Mine's 14.
Yeah, no, I've got it up as an 11.
Yeah, guys, for me, if it's, obviously the plus strokes generally go to the par 5s, but if we're just handicapping and stroking on the golf course, it's a stroke 18 for me.
Okay, interesting. Okay, and as you can see, we're busy showing, if you haven't played Killarney, we're showing you the golf course. We're taking a bit of a tour here. The 9th is the current stroke 1. I'm going to make this my stroke 2 instead.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Stroke 2.
No, I'm keeping it stroke 1.
Yeah, no, I agree. Stroke 2.
Stroke 2 for me.
There we go. Because the 10th for me is the stroke 1. This is such a difficult hole. If you, again, that second shot is impossible with that little narrow opening, and to try and find the fairway if you can't reach the green. Problems. Stroke 1 for me.
Especially with your track, Mazza.
Yeah, I agree.
Mine's, I'll give it a stroke 6.
What?
You bomb it.
We're playing Killarney, not Kyalami, ne?
No.
What do you normally have in after your first shot?
No, it's like I've worked out how to play it. Fairway off the tee box from the white, and then from there it's like a mid-iron in.
That is really long.
Yes.
Jy gaan hy boom aan die linkerkant voor jou hê. Watch my.
No, stroke 1 all day, every day for me.
I agree, 100%.
If Jason has anything to do it, that will become the stroke 1. The 11th, not the hardest hole ever. I'm going to go like, I might have said these strokes before. I'm going to go like a stroke 13, 14, somewhere there.
I've got mine as a 12.
I've got mine as a stroke 8.
Yeah, I've got it up to stroke 5.
Why? Okay, so Donnie and Hansie think it's a tough hole.
Yeah, for me it's a stroke 8. Obviously, guys, we're doing a bit of Joburg sloot maintenance there, so it's not as pretty as it normally is. So the sloot has been taken out a bit. So for your short hitters, try and keep it a bit right. For your longer hitters, you can just bunt a hybrid up there, and it's probably a 9-iron or wedge, but it's intimidating with the tee box. So for me, probably around probably a stroke 8 for me.
Then, so Frikkie and myself are off the ball here because we think it's a bit easier.
Like it, yeah.
Stroke 12 is pretty much the same type of hole, just longer. A bit of a dog leg to the right. Try not to hit into the highway. That is a reload. I'm gonna go with a stroke 8 here.
I've got it as a 14.
I've got it as stroke 9.
Yeah, I've got it up as stroke 10.
Yeah, I think for me, it's a stroke 10 or 11. It's in the middle there. And just, guys, as you mentioned, heading into the highway, just remember that it's for your own account if you hit a car.
Well, they got to find you first.
No liability for that.
They got to find you first.
They can't find us. Don't worry, they can't find us.
It wasn't me. 13th, par 4. Also a tricky hole. You really got to play this one well. I'm going to go with like a stroke 5.
I've got it as a 5, yes.
Mine's stroke 7.
No, I've got it up as a stroke 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I go. It's a tough hole, guys. It's a tee shot. There's overhanging tree which I need to cut back just over the sloot. So your second shot, you try and hit it as far right as you can on the fairway, because if you hit it left, you inconvenienced by the tree on the left. So for me, it's a stroke sort of 7.
And also, don't hit it out of bounds there. That's very possible.
No, but if you just make sure you get the copper from the squatters outside the course for me, all right?
Okay, we'll do that. The par 3, pretty simple. You must just carry. It's normally about 150 carry. I'm going to do this probably a stroke 9.
I've got a 7 on, 10 on that one.
No, I've got
12 for me.
No, I've also got a 12, Donnie.
Yeah, it's a tough ball, guys. Obviously, for the average golfer like you guys, it's probably a solid 12 or 13. For the ladies and the seniors, it's probably a stroke 5 or 6, because that sloot definitely comes into play. So for me, stroke 12, stroke 13.
I did lie earlier, because now that I see the 15th par 5, this is actually the stroke 18.
Yeah, that's the stroke 18.
That's the stroke 18. The other one might have been before.
That's stroke 17 on the other side, Mazza, because the par 5s are always generally the too high.
Okay, so this one I'm also going to go. I don't think it's as easy as it looks for the amateur golfer, so I'm going to go midway. I'm like an 11.
Yeah, I'm going to go stroke 10. Sorry, Fricky.
Yeah. Fricky, you with us?
Yeah, I said 18 for me.
18, okay, so you like easy. Hansie?
Yeah, I've got a 16.
Right, cool.
So
same page.
Stroke 17 for me. It's easier the par 2, par 5s for me. It's a better 3-shot hole if you just play it that way. And again, we accept no liability if anybody hits 64 on Melrose for their second shots on the right-hand side.
Okay. 16th, par 4, the one that's a proper dogleg left. You can't cut the corner over the par 3. I'm going to go with like a stroke 6.
I've got it as a 4.
I've got it as stroke 15.
No, I've also got a stroke 6 there.
Yeah, for me, it's a low stroke, stroke 6. I have asked my greenkeeper to cut the fairway back on the left-hand side, which he said, no, he'll do it after the Duckhook event on Friday.
Oh, thank you. Okay, last 2 holes. Let's complete this. This, for me, I think is the hardest par 3 on the golf course. There's no water. There's none of that. But I think with the distance that it normally is, and that bunk in the front right, it's a mission. So I'm gonna go around a stroke 7 for this one.
I've got it as a 17.
I've got it as stroke 2.
Wow. Okay.
I've got it up as a stroke 15.
Yeah, for me, it's just in the middle of the course. So for me, it all depends on the tee boxes, guys. So for me, it's about a stroke 10. Stroke 2, Donnie, I'm not going to put you in the paddle courts behind, all right? So then I think stroke 10, 11 is fair for that hole.
If you think about it, it's a small target. If you hit it long, you're in real big trouble. The green is very well guarded, and also choosing the right club of the tee box because it's downhill, on a windy day, that hole can bite you.
No, it can bite you. And you just reminded me of something about that hole. You'll see 4 poles on that fairway. Obviously, when you're playing 16, if you hook it in between those poles, it's actually out of bounds. So Ducks must just check the back of the scorecard for that. So if you're playing 16, you hit it within the rectangular 4 black and white poles, you're out of bounds on 16. Nothing to do with 17, nothing to do with 18. But I agree, Donnie, it's a very tight hole. I mean, you're hitting 6, 7, 5 on, depending on where the pin is, and hopefully they stick it like front right over the bunker for you.
Finally, there was a par for 18th, lovely hole, coming up to where we will hopefully crown the champion of the Challenge 500, because live scoring will be going with combined day 1 AM and PM. I'm going to go for about a stroke 8, 9.
I've got it 11.
Mine's stroke 4.
Yeah, I've got a 9 as well.
Yeah, for me, I can't remember exactly all the strokes that I've said, but for me, it's in the middle of the pack. It's one of those where you're in contention. It's a stroke 4, like Donnie says. But if you're just cruising, you want to play it, then it's a stroke 11, 12. Very intimidating second shot. And just guys, the swan on the left hand side, he's a little bit aggressive if you get too close to him. Just make sure you got a caddy per 4-ball and can usher him away, or just like blow his face with a castle light breath. You'll chase him. Don't worry.
Okay, great. I actually have the official scorecard, so we can compare. There it is. It's at the bottom. I hope you can see. So number 1 is 13. Number 2 is 11. Number 3 is 5. Number 4 is 7. 5 is 15. 17. I might have got those two the wrong way around. Did it change? I don't think I can do that. 7 is 3. We were spot on there. 8 is at a 9. Donnie liked that. Oh, I can't remember who said that. The stroke 1 is a 1. 10 is a 2. 11 is a 6. So we thought 11 was a bit harder than what it is actual. 12 is a 12. 13 is a 4. We didn't think it was that hard. 14 is a 14. We thought it was... sorry. No, I've gone one too many. 13, we said it was quite low. The par 3, middle of the road. The 18th is the par 5. The 8, we were right. Very close. 16, with the 17th is a 16 handicap, and 18 is a 10. So we didn't do too bad. We will be knocking on golf courses' doors and doing some stroking for you, because we know what we're talking about. Okay. Right. So that's it, everybody. The Challenge 500 is coming. Flicky, what do we need to say? We need to say, yes, be on time. Get your carts.
Yes.
Carts are included. What do you prefer, Jason? 9 holes, eat something, have lunch, play your second 9, or what do you want us to do?
Yeah, it's up to you. I think just take it as you come. I've allocated you 7 o'clock, obviously, first tee off time in the morning, and I've given you sort of 11:45 in the afternoon, 10 to 12. So you've got time to have a little bite in the afternoon after your round and a beer. You can grab a small breakfast after 9 holes if you so wish, but we'll have a few grab and go things there too for you if you want to just head on through. I've sort of blocked out a couple of times early on in the afternoon, Maz, if the guys finish a bit earlier and want to just crack on. But the beers will be cold, the food will be lacquer, and the gears will be there, thanks to you.
I would suggest do more of a grab and go after 9 holes, and then sit down after 18 and do a proper lunch.
Yeah.
Have a beer, have a proper lunch, because if we're going to stop after every 9 holes, we're going to delay things. We're playing, forget the handicaps.
Yeah, Mazza, so the handicaps, it's a normal calculation from the white tees. And then when the calculation was done to the blue tees, whatever the difference was, that's been deducted for the Saga or the Duckhook side. And then we've basically taken those two divided by 2. And then, that would be your average for the day. So you're only playing off 1 handicap for the day, as far as I understand. And then, that's it.
Don't forget, you're playing off 1 handicap. So your handicap is going to be lower than normal because you're also playing with the blue. But you benefit of the blue because you're not playing off the lowest of what it should be off blue. So take me for instance, if I was playing off blue and I'm supposed to be an 8, I'm most likely going to be playing off an 11, 12. So I'm still scoring 3 or 4 shots, but I'm losing 3 or 4 shots as white.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. If there's a tie...
Yeah, so if there's a tie, there's not going to be a playoff. So we'll first have the white tees front 9. If that's the same, it's going to be the back 9. If that is still the same, we're going to go to the blue tees front 9 and then back 9. And then if they still tied, then we're going to flip a coin, toss a coin. No, then it goes to stroke ones from the white tees.
5's allowed.
Putting comp.
Yeah. No, Jason will set up that chipping deck for us and we chip to the 18th. There we go.
Yeah, we can do that as well.
Finally, what I wanted to say, then we've got a small prize giving afterwards. I had a good question from Gary here. How do the strokes actually get calculated? So we'll leave this for you to be the last question. It says, how do the strokes actually get calculated? Go for it, boys.
Don't know.
Well, you won't know, but Jason and Donnie should.
Yeah, if I'm correct, what happens, I know like Jay will also remember this. I think a few months ago, or a year ago, there was clubs had to submit a whole bunch of scorecards to resubmit and recalculate all the strokes. So what the guys are doing is, let's say it's 50,000 scorecards that the guys go through. Basically, they go and see what the guys are scoring on each hole, and from that, basically, you'll see the stroke rating change. A lot of courses, like Jay said before, normally your par fives were the higher stroking holes, like a stroke 14, 15, 16, or sorry, 15, 16, 17, 18. And that's where the plus handicaps normally gave back their strokes. But you might see on some golf courses now that some of the par fives are actually more mid to lower stroking holes. And it's obviously because of lengthwise and sort of more senior golfers struggling there. And that just bumped up the scores on there, and obviously it gets a lower rating.
Happy, Jay?
Yeah, it's basically, man, I think it's at every club's discretion what the handicap or the stroke of the hole is. I know that Killarney a couple of years ago changed their strokes and have gone back to the strokes of yesteryear. A lot of clubs generally use club champs as sort of the benchmark and take the average of like a couple of club champs in a row, maybe 5 years worth of club champs, and look at the scores there and use that as a benchmark. I know Royal Durban back in the day have done that. So I think it's every club's discretion in terms of the strokes. And Donnie's 100% right. It's generally the par fives that get the plus stroke holes. But you look at like a club like Drac Gardens, their par five, there's a par five that's a stroke one. So, you know, every club's different. I think the drivable par fours could also fall into your plus stroke holes, which will be your 15, 16, 17, 18. So Donnie's 100% right. It's you know, every club's got different. We look at club champs. We've looked at club champs to make sure that we close to where we need to be in terms of strokes. And like I said, we did change a couple of years ago, but we've changed back to what was working beforehand.
Okay, cool. Let's wrap the show up. Some
Mas, just to confirm quickly, we obviously, because we're going to play from the two different handicaps on the day, the one handicap on the day, you still open and close the round after the blue, and then open another round for the whites as well on your HNA.
Yes.
You submit your normal score. So yeah, don't worry about the handicaps. That's for the competition itself. But you submit your score that your strokes that you
just
have
your actual
for the day.
score, yeah. For each.
Put the blue in that one, yeah.
-4 in Holzhausen. Leon Oosthuizen -12 for the 2 rounds.
Vernon, Hansie there before you.
Edward +2. Ricky -5. Jamie -3. Richard -5. Karen -7. Gary Mansfield -6. So if the guys are getting the same numbers, they'll probably be sharing their 2 ball outs because there's going to be a lot of the same. Kevin O -6. Then I had the question of how many golf courses has the RNA what? Let me just see this. How many golf courses are there in the world according to RNA? It's not exact, obviously. Let me show you some of the guesses. Benabaska said 25,675. Leon Oosthuizen 6,991. Not even close. Ian Holzhausen 150,000. That's a bit generous. Edward Kutsia 68,763. Kieran 53,700. Ricky 39,000. Alan Lowe 72,547. And that was the last one I got. I can't remember what it was, so here it is. 38,081 golf courses, official golf courses in the country. So Ricky is kind of close. Ricky, you almost won yourself a membership, life membership at Killarney. Almost, but no.
And Ian also, you definitely did not get one.
No, his membership's been revoked. He will not be considered. He must keep his license in at the entrance.
Brilliant.
Okay, I'm just running through things, see if I've got everything. Yes, Ricky.
I think we've got it, yeah. I said that's it.
I'm going to send out the player pack soon. We've got 1 space left, so if anybody wants to jump on board, please do so. Otherwise, let's do Friday. It's going to be a great day. I heard one more tick. Is that anybody of interest in Ian Holzhausen? It's just laughing, eh? It's just laughing. 38K almost. Okay, boys, thanks so much for watching. It's always been a pleasure. We'll be back next week because next week we'll review this and we've got Huddle coming up on that Sunday coming. Right. Okay. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Friggy. Thanks, Mr. Jock.